The action I'm proposing will be part of my pledge to lead Vaughan responsibly, making Vaughan a well-managed, vibrant, and admired city. I want to again thank you for being here this morning, and of course I'll be happy to answer if you have a question or two on this important topic for today's discussion. Thank you. I have better questions than applause. Is there any questions? Thank you.
Yeah, you're proposing a significant culture of change at City Hall.
Yes.
How do you, in the public sector and in the private sector, change is notoriously difficult to achieve. How do you go about beyond the, I guess, beyond the rhetoric of change and actually delivering it on a day-to-day basis?
It's going to happen because I'm convinced, because I am committed, and because the people of Vaughan want that change. I met since January the 4th, which is the day I registered, I met with 67 groups, not one, 67, for a grand total of 7,123 people grossly. I have the list here that I'll be happy to share with any of you, the date, the location, and the group I met with. I met with people, group of 1 and group of 500. That's only 1 or 2 of those, but most of them were about 30, 40, 50 people. And I can tell you that they're mad. You should come with me. I'll be happy to take you with me if you want to. Let me know and we'll arrange it. When I speak to the people, their reaction is so negative. They just don't trust the system. And the reason is that they believe that people have been speaking but have done nothing. I intend to make a difference, and I intend to do all that, by the way, on my first year. Not at the end of 4 years, on the first year. I'm one of those that believes in dividends, I keep on telling people, not payroll. I prefer to earn my money or my votes early, and then when it's my time to collect, I know I'm going to receive them. The dividends come only after you earn your income, not before. And so that's my approach. The people want the change, the media want the change. That's what you're telling me. So let's see what you're going to do about this today. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow when I read your newspaper. Let's see if you buy what I'm saying, if you believe that's the right thing to do, and if that's what you're going to do, you have done your share, so leave up to me to do my share. It's in black and white, nobody can run away from it. You have a copy before you leave, unless you already have one, and we will make sure that will happen. I am not here to keep a seat hot. I have done that already. I've been in politics for 22 years, as you know, 18 municipally, 4 provincially. It's time that I will make a major change, a major difference. That's my goal, and I'll do my best to do that. But I need your help to make sure that the people become aware of what I intend to do, and hopefully they will help me to achieve that. Any other questions?
Can you just tell me about how you came about these 18 points?
Yeah, there is I have my own ideas, as you do, and then I spoke with the people. And we also have a focus group made up of, my executive made up of 6 people plus myself. So we had some discussion with them, with the people. We also looked at what Toronto has done, what Vaughan has done, what the province and the feds have done, are doing. And we read what's happened on the national newspaper and the local newspaper of the people who get in trouble. And we put all this together, and we came up with a small number. We didn't want to get in the hundreds, and of course, if you want, you can. Quite frankly, a few are sending the message, and hopefully, staff, I am sure, many of them will be getting the same information, more or less, that you're getting later on today. I will make sure that people in the staff, in council, and in the community will get the information so that they get a clear understanding where I'm coming from, where I want to go, and trust that almost everybody involved will be in favor of what I'm suggesting. Only very, very few members of council and very, very few business people and very, very few residents may not be in agreement. But the 98% or so will be supporting of what I'm proposing, in my opinion. And so it's my job now to start going back to the people, as I have done, and talk to them about this policy until we come up with the next policy. And in those discussions, I will be able to build up more, should I say, a recommendation that I will do on my next issue that will be coming in the future. We don't know yet today, but we will, of course. Okay? Any other questions?
You said that this is, these will all be implemented in the first year.
Yes.
What's your measurement of success?
Making sure that council, will buy what I'm recommending and approve this recommendation and then see the difference. I want to see the difference. It will happen, not necessarily everything all in one day, but you can see that business will be done differently. You will see that the staff, let me be clear on this, there is no question in my mind that the staff at the City of Vaughan is a very good, overall, it's a very good staff. Many people will tell you that it's good to do business in Vaughan, but we all know that there's a major problem. And it's my conviction that the reason that there's a problem is that some members of council have been, and I use this word and maybe it's a little too rough, but it has been brainwashed by one or more members of council over a number of years, not just yesterday. And so these people are not using their best professional knowledge in managing and making decisions. And I have proofs when I was there. I mean, you should know, I mean, the local media, I know that you're a national newspaper, so you don't come to Vaughan that often, but if you go back 28 years ago or less, when I was a member of council in Vaughan, the media will tell you that many people define me as the radical, which was not true, but you know, I'm an accountant, I don't know how I can be a radical, but some people feel that way. The reason was very simple, that I stood up to every single developer that did business with Vaughan. And what's interesting is that some of them, not all, in the long run, they kind of like the way I do things. Because they know I'm straight, I'm equal, I'm fair. I may disagree with them, but it's always in the best interest of the people. You know, I am the guy that had the honor of having the biggest shopping center in Ontario. Ward 4, when I was the local council, was my area, it wasn't somebody else's area. I was the guy, in those days, the prominent mall was the Ward 3, which was today Ward 4 and 5, was built. Again, was in my area. The subway is going to be built in my area, 100%. Starts on Ward 4, what used to be my Ward 4 and what used to be my Thornhill riding, and will end from Steeles all the way to Jane and 7 or west of there. It's all in my area. Those are long-range plans. I started 18 years ago with the subway. 18 years ago, when the chairman at the time of the region, Mr. King, said to me, "You're wasting your time. There's no way that there will be a single home built on Highway 7 and the Jane area or 400 area. This is a dirty industrial railway plastic area." Thanks, Wayne. And so you know, they were not in favor. The mayor at the time, the late mayor today, couldn't see merits in seeing a center there. That was about 80, I can tell you when it was when the NDP were in power, so that was between 1990 to 95, sometime at that time. I remember that very well because the acting director of the region was Michael Diaz, that subsequently became the CEO of the City of Vaughan, or the city manager of the City of Vaughan. And I remember they were all, you know, surprising. There's no way that people will be moving here. And I said, I am a grad of Ryerson, and I know what it means having a city hall with no people around it. Because Toronto in those days, and probably even today, was empty after 5. I don't want to see the same thing in Vaughan. I want City Hall there, I want a subway or better transportation there. And so I got the subway, didn't get City Hall, mind you, but any planner that will review the minutes of those decisions will agree with me that the mistake was made, and reality is reality, so I'll accept it. But again, the local media in particular will know, and some of the seniors that attended some of the meetings will know that we were trying to make that happen in that area. And so I have spoken up, I have made changes, both at the city and at the province, and I intend to continue that. That's the way I get recharged, and I will continue to do that. Thank you. Any other questions? If there's no other questions, I certainly thank you again for coming. It's nice to see a few of you here who are interested in what we're doing. And I'll be here, of course, to speak on a one-to-one if you want to. And have a wonderful day. This is Thornhill in the City of Vaughan. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.